we're going to go ahead and dive right into our very first guest of the program. I have our good friend Terry Hathaway, the director of the Oshkosh Area Community Band, and he's going to tell us all about their upcoming spring concert. So Terry, without further ado, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today for Oshkosh Today.
Well, thank you for the invitation. We appreciate being here.
Definitely. And you're here to tell us about the spring concert. It's not just the spring concert, it's a very special milestone. You've got your 30th anniversary this year of your very first spring concert. So
Correct.
When and where is the concert going to be this year?
It's easy day to remember. It's April Fool's Day, so it's April 1st, and it'll be at the Alberta Kimball Auditorium at 7 p.m. And as always, our performances are always free.
Wonderful. And it's such a historic concert for us today, or that day, because 30 years ago is when you had first started the band itself. And you were telling me before we started taping, you went from about 17 members to now over 30, which is really cool. So what has the ride been like in the past 30 years?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Like I said, we started with, I had mentioned that we started with 22 at the first rehearsal and 17 at the second rehearsal, and I was a little worried, but it's built since there. And actually we run more between 50 and 60 members on a regular basis now, depending upon the season. Some can be with us during the summer, some are with us during the school year, and it varies. So it's
just wonderful. And the Oshkosh Area Community Band has become such a staple here in Oshkosh. You know, everybody knows about it, everybody knows and loves it. So congratulations on your 30-year anniversary.
Thank you.
So this being a special concert, are there going to be any special pieces or features that we can look forward to?
Lots of things going on. Some will be a sort of a retrospective, and we've been playing some of the numbers that have been so well received in the past. We want to do them again for the audience, and we have some new pieces. We commissioned a piece this year to have written for us for the anniversary, and we got a gentleman named John Lorgy, who was an Oshkosh native. And his parents used to run the Wilson Music Store here in town, so people maybe remember that. And he's been out in the San Diego area for about 40 years. And he was a former horn student of mine. I gave him French horn lessons during the summer one year, and he's gone on. And so we asked him to write a piece for us, and he said, yeah, he would love to. And he's written pieces for the San Diego Symphony. And so I had sent him a book called Folk Songs Out of Wisconsin, because I thought if he could use that sort of for the melodies, it would draw in Wisconsin, and he picked out several pieces out of there that he used for the basis for the piece, and he named the piece Wisconsin Water Music.
Oh.
And he will be here for that performance to guest direct the premiere performance of it.
Wow, that is so special, and especially for you that you have this past relationship with the director, and now he's come back and something so personal too for Oshkosh and for our location in Wisconsin, which is really neat. So really looking forward to that. A lot of people really enjoy seeing the stage band perform. Will they be performing at the intermission this year?
Yes, we will. They'll be performing two older tunes, one called Stompin' at the Savoy, and that old Black Magic, and then we're doing a number that I had told the band was my theme song. It's called Just a Perfect 10, and of course they all laughed at that, but it's a fun piece that we're going to do also. And so that'll be the stage band portion of it. Later on I can maybe talk about some of the other pieces that are going to be kind of special in the concert too.
Yeah, definitely. And the Dixieland Band too is another little part that a lot of people look forward to. Maybe for those of us who don't know, tell us who the Dixieland Band is, and if we might be able to see them at this concert as well.
The Dixieland Group is a group that John Bastian has taken over, one of our associate directors, to rehearse and get ready. And the Dixieland Group is another small group of about 10 individuals out of the band that enjoy the Dixieland music, and they rehearse on a separate basis, usually before our rehearsals. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing sort of a pre-concert. They start about 15 minutes before our regular concert, which is at 7, so they start about 6:45, and they play while the audience is coming in and sitting down, and that seems to have worked out really well, and the audience enjoys that. It's kind of a warm-up for the formal performance.
Yeah, kind of get the audience pumped up for the show, and very cool. So really, that's another really cool little part of coming to see the Oshkosh Area Community Band, is seeing these other people too. And after the intermission, so we've got this really cool first half. What's going to be expected after the intermission?
Okay, well, after the after the intermission, that will be, well, first of all, we're going to open with finale from the William Tell Overture. And for people, those of us that I like to say are more seasoned, you will recognize that as the theme from the Lone Ranger. So we're going to open the performance with that. Then John Lorgie's going to direct his piece, Wisconsin Water Music. That'll be the second thing. There's actually a number of things that we're doing on there. A Cowboy Symphony. And I spent hours at the public library getting some books on cowboys and all that stuff. And I took lots and lots of photographs. And we're going to have a slideshow that's going to take place during that number. We have a new number called, which is one of the new ones, Machine Age. We're doing a novelty number called The Three Trees, which is based on a vaudeville skit. And then we have a march, and then we're actually going to finish the concert with a piece that was also so well accepted at our 25th anniversary concert, the finale from the 1812 Overture, which has the cannons in it and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And of course we can't bring cannons into the building, but we have a way to create that effect, and the audience was just amazed at how well that worked at the last concert.
It sounds like the type of song that would give you goosebumps,
right.
You know? Very cool.
There's one number I'd like to talk about on the first half. There was one number that I knew absolutely positively that we had played on our very first concert, which happened to be at the art fair down at South Park in June 30 years ago. And it was a trumpet trio called Bright Eyes. And we're going to play that on this concert also. And one of the original members of the band that still plays with us, who played on that trio, will be playing on this concert also. Mary Morelli's played with it at then, and she's going to be doing it on this concert too.
How special is that?
So that's pretty neat.
Wow,
And
really
she said,
cool.
I don't know if I want you to let them know I played it 30 years. And I said, well, we'll tell them that you're only about 3 years old at the time.
Well, yeah,
So
she started very early, right?
Right.
Very cool. Well, what a special concert celebrating the 30th anniversary. So many really cool features to look forward to. If you haven't been to a community band concert, this would be a great first one to go to. And if you are a usual or someone who goes to a lot of concerts, this one's not to be missed by any means. You're very busy. If you can't get to this concert, you've got other stuff coming up too as well. Maybe really quickly you could tell us some of the future performances to look forward to.
Well, of course, we always do the 4th of July parade will be in there, but we have our summer concert series that we do, and all 4 of those performances will be at the Grand Opera House this year, because right after Miss Wisconsin pageant, they're going to be doing some repairs to the heating and cooling over at the Kimball Auditorium, so can't use that venue. So all 4 of our concerts will be at the Grand Opera House. They start at 6:30. They last a little over an hour, and the first one begins on Wednesday, June 14th, and then they're every other week, every other Wednesday after that.
Perfect. So a lot of great opportunity to get some great entertainment, some local entertainment. And really get involved in the community. So, of course, after the concert, will there be a reception afterwards? Yes,
because of the 30th anniversary, we're going to have a special reception in the O Room, which is like the cafeteria just off the band room area there. We will direct the audience out of there. But we want the people to be able to come in and have a chance to meet John Lorgie and speak with him. I'm sure he'll have some friends that lived in the area when he was here that will want to speak with him. And it's a great time for the audience to be able to mix and speak with the band members. And also, we like to make that personal connection with our audience if we can.
Oh, definitely. Very cool. Well, so much looking forward to this. Once more, if you could just recap date, time, location of the 30th anniversary spring concert.
April 1st, April Fool's Day, 7 p.m., Alberta Kimball Auditorium.
Wonderful.
Free concert.
Free concert. Doesn't get much better than that. Well, thank you, Terry, so much for joining us, and we look forward to having you again soon.
Thank you, Emily.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.